Hi, this is a nice oak tree with how to install Commonwealth cuts and get rid of the bald head bug. So first, hopefully you've seen the FAQ and have been following it if you do have this bug, but I'm going to go through it anyway in video form, so hopefully that will help the people that still experience it after visiting the FAQ. So the first thing you're going to want to do is download it and download the main file with Manager and then download the fixes. And once you open up Nexus Mod Manager, which you hopefully have, then you're going to want to activate the main file first and then overwrite with the fixes. Press yes for everything. And check that your Nexus Mod Manager is downloading things in the right spot. This is where my Fallout 4 is. So that's correct for me. The next thing you want to check is that your ESP is checked. So it's the kshairdos.esp. It's not called Commonwealth Cuts or anything, it's called KS Hairdos. So make sure that is checked along with all your rest of your mods. Load order does not matter for hair mods. And this goes for other mods as well, this installation process, because I'm going to go over the main issues that people have and what's causing them, and the cause can impede other mods as well, not just this one. So after you have it all installed, then if you're going game and it works, then it works, but if it doesn't, then here's the next steps. So I would go into Fallout 4, this is your game folder, data, and this is where most of your stuff is. So all the Commonwealth cuts, meshes, and textures, they're in, well, meshes, actors, character assets, hair, kiss, hairdos, and then here's all the meshes. So you want to make sure that all the stuff is in the right folder. Then the textures are in actors, character, hair, case hairdos, and then here's all the hair textures, and then the materials should be in materials, actor, character, case hairdos, and here's your BGSMs. So if you're manually installing, which I recommend you do if Nexus Mod Manager isn't working for you for some reason, then you need to get WinRAR or 7-zip or something like that. And this isn't the KS Hairdos RAR, but it's similar mod. So you're going to see that it's inside of it is a data folder. So you're going to want to extract the data folder into the Fallout 4 folder. Make sure it's not going into another folder when you copy it over, but you're going to want to go like that, let go, and then check that all your folders are in the right spot. If you see two datas in here, like I installed something wrong here, then you're going to want to delete that and reinstall it so that all your meshes and materials are in the right place. So after you've checked for that, I'm going to go over the main reason why people have the bald head bug. So in the FAQ, I link to this, which is how to install Fallout 4 mods. Lots of people say that they've done this, they still don't know why it's not working, but I assure you it's probably this step. So if you go into your Fallout 4 directory, which is in Documents, My Games, Fallout 4, you're going to see that there's Fallout 4.ini and Fallout 4 prefs. So there isn't a Fallout 4 custom.ini, so I'm going to show you what the game looks like without a Fallout 4 custom.ini. Also, I don't think this is necessary anymore, but there is a mod section in here, and you should make sure that the ESP is also checked in this mod section if the names still aren't showing up, but I'm not sure if that's still necessary with this update. Okay, so my game already has a lot of mods installed, and without the Fallout 4 customs.ini, You see, my character has no textures, that guy has no body, and most importantly, I am bald. So this is what most people are experiencing without the hideous faces and whatever. There's no hairstyle, there's only hairlines. And this is because your eye is messed up. So, I'm going to show you what it looks like when you fix that. Okay, so now what I have to do is make a Fallout 4 custom.ini. So what I like to do for this is open up the Fallout 4.ini, delete all this, and copy paste what this says. I once had someone comment that they did this, but what they forgot was the 1 right here, so it's best to just copy paste it. That's exactly the way it should look. So I'm gonna save as, not save, because don't want to overwrite the wrong thing. Fallout 4 custom.ini and save it. So now my mod is installed. As you could see by the names showing up in the menus, it's just that the game wasn't allowing custom assets to be loaded. So now I'm gonna look at it in game. Okay, so as you can see, my skin is back and I have hair. So all I had to do was create and edit that ini file, and now I have all my hairstyles and all my mods working. So basically, if you go through this tutorial, then you should be able to install Commonwealth cuts or pretty much any mod on your game, and it should work. If it's not, then I'd suggest going through this tutorial or the FAQ again, and that's about it. Thank you for downloading the mod.